Hey guys, good morning. It is Monday, December 27th. This is Pickdawgz. I'm Joe Madden. I got joined by Brian Bittler. I can't talk this morning, you guys. And Rod Zawacki joining me here this morning. This is our morning show, and we're excited to be here. It feels like a true Monday to me, though. I'm tired after Christmas and Boxing Day. What about you, Brian?
I gotta say, I'm feeling. Yesterday, I was tired and exhausted and disappointed, and today I'm feeling a little bit more energetic. I'm getting ready to get back into the swing of a new week. So, hopefully, we can get everybody on some winners today. I had another rough day yesterday, but I'm ready to bounce back. That's handicapping. You go through rough patches here and there.
Absolutely. You're gonna have a bounce back day today. How are you doing today, Rod?
Better than yesterday. I'm not swimming in a pool here that turned into a skating rink. So today's way better than yesterday.
What the heck happened to your pipes?
This temperature that minus 55 overnight decided the heat tape that was wrapped around the pipe decided it was going to just give out. And so what happens is no more heat tape to keep your pipe from freezing. Well, it was minus 55 overnight, and that'll freeze.
Okay, so I thought I was cold at minus 45. I couldn't imagine another 10 degrees.
Yeah, we got the wind chill warnings again last night too for wind chill out there minus 55. Because we're in the middle of where it's so flat here, there's nothing around, so the wind just whips right through everything, and it'll freeze it up in no time. I was sitting here and I was putting premium pigs in yesterday morning, and all of a sudden, and I'm like, "What the heck is that? That's not good." I did not.
You keep a spare heat tape like in stock at your house.
Yes.
Well, you need to check that regularly now. Every day, check.
Oh, I will now. Now I will check it regularly. Make sure that it's lit up, because it's like, jeez, I don't want to have to go through that again.
Wow, it's looking cold all over Canada. Oh my God. Like, see, there goes my accent. Stuff's not working this morning. Jefferson's in BC saying minus 27.
Yeah, in BC.
BC is not meant to be that cold. I wonder whereabouts, Jefferson, you are in BC. So it's chilly all over. What's the temperature like where you are, Brian?
Oh, it's not bad here, 35 degrees. And yesterday it got close to 50, but so I'm lucky here. I can take anything above freezing. I don't like once it starts getting down in the 20s, and then I start getting grumpy.
We don't need that. That's for sure. So last night, did the halftime show with Mitch, and we worked out he was 100 degrees warmer than my temperature here with wind chill, which is just insane. So 110 degrees warmer than you were, Rod.
Right? Imagine going from there to here. Just a drastic change would be. Could you see Mitch?
No. Yeah, I could imagine.
He'd be like.
No, it would be a shock to anyone's system. So I've got friends returning home today and tomorrow from Mexico for Christmas, and boy, they're in for a nice awakening coming back home. That's for sure.
Right.
I probably would have stayed in Mexico.
Right? When you get these cold spells. So it worries me for January, because we all know, Rod, in Canada, in Alberta, in January, those late couple of days in January are normally our coldest. This is what we normally get then.
Yeah, exactly. So, but what I find is now here in Canada, everything's got shifted, right? So what we normally get in December, we now get in January. Everything's moved up a month. So like when you get all excited, you're like, hey, it's April showers, bring May flowers. Yeah, no. It's May showers bring June flowers. That's what you get now here in Alberta. Anyways, temperature change.
Yeah, not much of a summer here anymore. So
not as much as what it used to be. That's for sure.
Absolutely. Okay, let's talk some NFL from yesterday. Brian, what do you think the biggest upset was yesterday?
Well, I think there's two biggest upsets yesterday. I think number one were the Texans, because there's no excuse for the Chargers with the amount of talent and Herbert at quarterback to lose to the Texans, especially Texans being as far out of it as they are, and the Chicago Bears upsetting the Seahawks. Not that the Seahawks are a great team, but they were 7-point favorites in Seattle. Bears with Fields on the road. I wouldn't expect them to win outright at Seattle.
Yeah, that was That was a tight game at the very end there. I couldn't believe how the Bears came back. Rod, what did you think the biggest upset was?
Was the Chargers. I
Yeah.
think I mentioned Brian
Did you see how I
earlier.
tried to just avoid talking about my Chargers and how bad that was yesterday? I'm trying to erase it from my memory, guys. Come on.
I can't.
How close were the
It was
Lions
biggest
yesterday to
upset.
get a W? Another W. That was close.
They were close. That was good to see them stay tight there. So losing that one.
They've been scrappy, the Lions. And the Falcons to cover a touchdown, it was a little much. I should have put that in. That was my sixth play. It would have been my play here for you guys yesterday. But
those pipes. Down those pipes.
Nobody wants a winter pool.
Absolutely not. What did you guys think of the Bengals? Just clearly dominating the Ravens yesterday. They beat them by 20 points, 41-21. I was shocked by that. I was shocked that it was such a dominating win. I thought it would be a 10-point win, not a 20.
Yeah, for me, Mitch had that one. He had the Cincinnati Bengals, I believe, and I kind of like the Baltimore Ravens. I know the quarterback situation with Josh Johnson, but he actually didn't perform that bad. It's just the defense couldn't do anything to stop Burrow yesterday, 500 yards passing. To me, it was just shocking at how the Baltimore defense got picked apart. Not that they're superior defense, but boy, they got
whipped them already earlier in the year, and that was with Lamar. You figure they were going to keep it close without Lamar?
I thought they would keep it close.
No chance. No chance. That was a cakewalk rocking chair winner in that one. That was the easy one. I don't. They couldn't even beat him when Lamar was playing. At least you keep your defense on because you never know when Lamar's going to run. But with JJ in there, no chance. I'll take the Bengals, please.
Yeah,
Carolina Panthers getting blown out too. That was a premium pick loss for me yesterday. I just thought Carolina would. Cam Newton's just horrible. I think they should just stick with.
He's now 0-5 since he's come back. Nice, great pick up there.
Yeah, I picked him up on my fantasy team. That was a real waste of a roster spot.
Yeah, I really thought we were going to see Sam Darnold back. We saw him back a little bit, but I really didn't think we'd see Cam Newton hit the field yesterday. So I was disappointed to see him even suit up for this team. But, we look at Brady, and Brady off being shut out by the Saints. He just came in firing yesterday. So he had a great game, but we still got that under, which was shocking because we look at that fourth quarter. I thought for sure we were going to get over. I gave the under in the premium. I think it was, what was that total? 48, I believe it was. And
Panthers couldn't even score in garbage time yesterday. So
yeah, they only got 2 field goals yesterday. So they didn't even score any points in the second half.
No motivation.
Yeah, no motivation. They're 5-10 on the season.
But look at the Lions. They don't have any motivation, but they show up.
Lions have motivation. They have heart. See, there's a difference. Your team has a heart, right?
That's right. Heart. Yeah. But the Panthers are well coached with Matt Rule. I'm just surprised how bad they were.
Nah, they checked out. They're like, oh, here comes Cam. Oh, great.
And the Jaguars did what the Jaguars do. They lost a cover late to the Jets.
If you would have followed the betting tools, you would have known that.
They almost had that one. They almost had it, the Jags.
Almost,
yeah. Right. So that was one of those games that just came down to that, that last quarter. I really did think the Jags might have a chance of pulling that one off. What did you guys think of the Rams and Vikings game? I was happy to get this one. I had the over in it. I was leaning towards those Rams. I was really impressed with them yesterday. I was really impressed with Matt Stafford as well.
My top play yesterday was the Minnesota Vikings plus the points there. I thought it would come down to a late field goal. Minnesota had chances in that game, but the Rams, just with Cooper Kupp, they moved the ball up and down the field when they needed to, and they did what they needed to do and went on the road. Minnesota is never an easy place to play. I thought that was my top play yesterday. Really disappointing that Minnesota's defense couldn't do a better job.
Yeah, I think the Vikings would have started off that first quarter stronger, but the Rams dominated time of possession in that first quarter. And so that was the only quarter the Vikings didn't score any points. They were 0-7 going into that second. It was a tight game other than that point there. So it was a really interesting game. I think it was a fun one to watch. And then my favorite game to watch of all was the Bills versus the Patriots. absolutely love this one. The Bills came out and they just played such a great game. Mac Jones struggled for the Patriots. He did get 3 touchdowns in there, but he did struggle yesterday. What'd you
Well, yeah, of
guys
course,
think
because
about that
he had to throw the ball. They're both their top 2 running backs were out for that game, so
one?
you can't just turn around and go, here you go.
And I know
It was
that
a
was
direct
a good
opposite
game
of
plan,
the weather game that we saw between them 3 weeks ago when they had to run the football every down
Yeah.
because of the weather. So
Because of the weather, yeah. And then he didn't have his running backs to be able to. And he's as Mitch would say, he's the king of the check down guy. So
Absolutely.
when you got nobody to check down to, you in trouble.
I was just looking. I was just going to see how many interceptions he threw or what his completion rate was yesterday.
2 interceptions for Jones.
2 interceptions. Okay.
31.4 rating.
Ooh, that is harsh. Definitely harsh yesterday. So it was a good game, though. I really enjoyed watching that one. So it's weird for Belichick to lose at home like that. So must have been very frustrating on that sidelines.
For sure.
Okay.
I'm sure he'll
Okay.
bounce back next week.
Oh,
next week they got who they got? Oh, the Jags. Okay.
Who do they have?
They play the Jaguars next week in New England. I think that'll be a tough game for Jacksonville.
Yep. So you guys, we do have the Quick Lane Bowl going on right now. It is in progress. We got Western Michigan taking on Nevada. Western Michigan is up in the game right now. They're in the first quarter, 7-3. What did you guys think of this one going in? I don't have the game up. I'm not able to see it right now. I was leaning on Nevada. I think this Nevada team, I know that they don't have their top quarterback, Carson Strong, in. He's sitting out for the NFL draft, but I think they are playing their senior Cox. So if you guys have the game on, let me know. I think he'll be out there. And I look at how many seniors this team has in it. I think they're going to play with heart, and I think they keep this one tight. What did you guys think going into this one?
Well, for me, this was a game I had a premium pick on, and I took Nevada plus the points here. I just think even without the quarterback for Nevada, they have a nice, senior, a lot of seniors on that roster, and I think they should be able to keep it within a touchdown.
3 of those guys checked out as well. So on the offense, you had their Strong checked out, and then their top 3 receivers also checked out for Nevada. There was no chance. And I didn't get up early enough to get it in as a premium play. The system won't let you. I should have put it in last night. But for me, it was Western Michigan all day.
Yeah,
Everybody
so you can
thinks the
live
Mac
bet
is gonna-
this one right now at plus 2.5 for Nevada, minus 2.5 for Western Michigan. Brian, you still feel confident?
Love it. Take the minus 2.5, hammer it all day long.
Wow, they're really begging you to take Western Michigan. I don't know about that. That's crazy. They already have a 4-point lead, line with 7, and they're only asking for 2.5. For me, I'd be going still with Nevada. I think they have a chance to win it outright. We'll see. Maybe Rod's right about this one. Wolfpack's pretty good in bowl games as a dog. I think they're 5-0-1 or so.
Yeah,
the quarterback's thrown 20 passes all year. You don't know what you're going to get. That's the problem. But
I think
Nevada.
that is
you're guessing it. This is going to be the first time for your eye test to actually see what Nevada can do.
But I think that is a good thing for Nevada, actually. Looking at Western Michigan, how do they plan defensively for this quarterback that's just an unknown how they're going to play this game? So that's
Lights
why
out.
I would think it would stay strong.
Yeah. Their defense
Right.
lights out. We'll just shut them down. Nevada can't run the ball, and Nevada has to throw the ball. And going against this Western Michigan top-ranked pass defense, good luck.
Line's actually
for me, I was going to take the under. I like the under. I don't see a whole lot of scoring. I already figured that we were going to see a whole whack of scoring, and I wanted the under, but I didn't get it. So.
Yeah, right now
You're
I see
seeing
minus
8.5.
Minus 8.5 for Western Michigan. That makes sense because they're already up by 4. So
Yeah.
They usually
I don't know
win
why
by
my
double
book's giving
digits.
me plus 2.5 here for Nevada. So I'm going
Refresh
to
your book. It might have been
refresh my book. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see if I can get it in.
8.5. That's a nice little line here.
Yeah, I refreshed it. I'm getting 6.5 now. So
yeah,
all right.
I'm gonna take it at 6.5.
Don't bet Nevada. Whatever you do, don't do it.
Do it. You'll be glad you did.
Yeah, do it. And you come back and you tell Bittler and be like,
Yeah,
So
I
few.
don't know. There's something. I know they've had a couple of people sit, but there's just something about the seniors that are still playing. And I know Western Michigan has some too, but these
We've
players
seen
who
it.
aren't going on to the NFL, I think it just becomes a tight game. I think everyone leaves their whole heart on the field here.
The
So
problem is I don't think everybody's heart is in that game in Nevada. It's like we seen in Washington yesterday.
yeah.
Those guys were fighting with each other on the sidelines. On that defense, half of them's checked out, and half of them wants to keep playing, and it didn't look like it on the bench.
So now
They were
those two
fighting with
players
each
that
other.
fought, I believe they went to Alabama together, correct? So
Yeah,
just
correct.
lots
Those
of
were
passion
actually
and drive.
they were actually roommates at Alabama that were fighting on the sidelines yesterday
Yeah.
in that game.
Yeah, so that was interesting to see. We don't see that very much. The players going at it with each other on the side, but it's good that players still have passion and drive, and they're wanting to come in there and get those wins, even when their chances are just down the drain. So, did you guys enjoy that Washington Cowboys game last night, or were you like me and you're just like, this is ridiculous?
I gotta say, I only watched very little bit of that game. Oh, I didn't have a free pick, didn't have a premium pick. To me, it seemed like a ton of points, but I thought the Cowboys would blow them out. But I hate laying that kind of wood in an NFC East game. I was able to do it with the Eagles. I thought Washington would perform a little better.
It was my 10-star no limit play of the day.
Wow, awesome! See, when you're seeing things right, you're seeing things right.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. 56-14 in that game.
Whoa, wow!
Wow,
I was actually
like the
watching
Cowboys.
Once they got up big, I changed the channel. I was watching the Hoops game, and I thought the
Yeah.
Clippers were going to do their usual. They did. They lost the game. They were way up in the fourth quarter, and they just choked that one away and let the Nuggets come back. They almost didn't get the cover in that one. I was surprised.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, look at them go. I'm like, here comes the Clippers collapses. Quick, throw down the girders. It was awful.
Absolutely. Well, it looks like people in our comments enjoyed that Cowboys game. Lamont enjoyed it, and Peter got the under for Elliott in 55.5 rushing yards. Mitch said he's going to get an Elliott nose ring. He was asking me if it would suit him. So you guys might see that coming out soon. It's a whole new image, right? So we'll see. Maybe he'll come with the half top too. Pardon?
He needs a neck tattoo, maybe too, to go with that.
Maybe. But yeah, the Cowboys just dominated in that first half, scoring 42 points in the first half, 21 in each quarter. It was just, Dak came back. He had a lights out game. So we got NFL tonight, you guys. We've got the Miami Dolphins taking on the New Orleans Saints. Saints will have head coach back, but we look at this game and they are down quarterback. So we have Taysom Hill out, and we're going to see rookie Ian Book in tonight. What are your thoughts on this one, Rod?
For me on this one, I like the under 37.5. Just for the reason, as you said, you look at the Saints are going to be tough to put up points going against this Miami D who's been lights out. Saints like to rush the ball too, right? And you're going against the seventh-ranked rushing defense in the Dolphins here. It's going to be tough to move the ball altogether for the Saints. And we know the Dolphins' offense isn't racking up and blowing teams out, winning by 40. So they're averaging 20 points a game. So I like the under. I think it's going to be like a 17-14 game. I can easily see the push too in this one. But for me, I like the under. Give me the under. It's actually moved up 37 to 37.5. So I'll take the under 37.5.
Yeah, if you don't like defense, I don't think this is a game to watch at all. I completely agree with that under. We look at these teams trend to the under, and with a new rookie quarterback in, I agree with you. I don't see the Saints getting enough points for this one to go over, even if the Dolphins do come out, which, the Dolphins aren't blowing anyone out offensively either. So, Brian, what are your thoughts?
Well, I'm going to give out the spread winner on the drive-through today in this game, so make sure you guys tune in later today as far as a free pick for everybody here. One of the ones I'm looking at is Alvin Kamara, over 56.5 yards rushing today. He only had 11 carries for 18 yards last week against Tampa Bay. I think he's going to be the focus of the Saints offense today. I also like Tua under 230.5 yards passing, and Alvin Kamara to score the first touchdown at plus 500. So I think you guys are right on it. I think points will be tough to come by, but I think Kamara gets over that rushing total.
Yeah, I could see it too. And you know what? Another thing I'm looking at Kamara is I think we're going to see a couple trick plays with him where he is getting to pass that ball down the field. I think Book's going to toss it backwards a little bit to him and get that throw down the field there, because we know he does have a good arm, and I can see that happening tonight. So
I think it'll be limited, Ian Book throwing the ball. I think a lot of rushing the football tonight. That's my feeling. And they got a few backs that can move the ball. So,
but if they play that way, they're not going to win. They have to get it up in the air.
And I know Miami doesn't have the best offense in the league. What's Miami in total offense on the year?
No, they can't play that way against Miami. Miami's rush defense is so strong.
Yeah.
So I think Book's going to throw it. He's known. So he came out of Notre Dame, fourth round of the draft. And he's known to be accurate and mobile. So don't count him out tonight. But
rookies are like 1-14 in their starts this season.
Yeah.
Definitely more athletic than Simeon.
Rookies are 1-14 in their starts.
And they're well coached, New Orleans.
And that one win came between two rookies facing each other.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I don't think the Saints get the win here, but don't count out this quarterback. It's going to be it'll be an interesting game. They have to pass with him. They can't just run the ball. Like, I think Kamara is going to run the ball quite a bit, but that's not how the Saints, if they want to win this, could win it. Not against the Dolphins rush defense. So I think we see them try to play always in this game. I don't think we just see them run. Okay. Let's move on. You guys want to quickly do college basketball? We've got one game tonight in college basketball.
Paul Rooflow, right?
It's going to be a thriller. We have Brown taking on Syracuse. Line was 9.5 for Syracuse. Now it's 10. Rod, I heard Brian's pulling a Ruffalo on this.
Oh, no. I was just joking around. But
Oh, okay. Well, then you can go first, Brian. We'll let you take the first crack at it.
I'm going to take the under in this contest. I see it dipped about 2 points or so. And the under is 20-6 in the Bears, Brown Bears, last 27 road games versus a team with a winning home record. Also, the under 6-2 for them on Mondays. I think they'll struggle to get to 120. I think the first team to 63 or so takes this ball game, and really low scoring. So I'm going to take the under.
Okay, what about you, Rod?
I like the opposite. I like the over. You look at Syracuse's defense, ranked 335th in the nation, giving up 78 points a game, and their offense can score that many as well. So I like the over. It's down to 43.5. It's coming down. So give me the over. I think you see a whole pile of points in this one. You look at Brown; they're 4-0 to the over their last 4. Syracuse 6-1 to the over their last 7 on Monday. I like the over in this one. We know Syracuse doesn't play a lick of defense. They just want to run and gun you. That's how they win. As you can tell by the 335th ranked defense. So I like the over. Give me the over. This is over all day. I'm going to have to go places as a bet. I just talked myself into this over. And I like Syracuse. I can't take Browns. They're just a better team by far. It's like, this is easily double-digit blowout win of Brown.
Yeah, but I'm looking at it two ways with this.
Yeah, it comes down to the Ivy League skipping out last year. They're going to be a little bit behind everything again. So it's like, no, blowout Syracuse.
Yeah, and I think they do blow it out, but I think they blow it out in the second half. I'm going to take Brown for that first half to keep it tight, to keep it within the numbers, and then Syracuse to blow it out in the end. So I love both those bets in there. We look at the Syracuse team. They're just overall the better offensive team, and I think they'll be able to get it done and pull away. So that's about it. Not much else talking college basketball. More games, though, tomorrow, right, guys?
Correct.
Fingers crossed.
Yep. Yeah.
So then we have the NBA, and we have quite a few games in the NBA today. So let's do the first three here. Just let me write down the timestamp. We have the Houston Rockets versus the Charlotte Hornets, Chicago Bulls versus the Atlanta Hawks, and the Boston Celtics versus the Minnesota frickin' Timberwolves. Rod, what are you liking in there?
For me in here, I like give me the Hornets over the Rockets. Hornets at home and playing great basketball. 8-4 in the season. They are 10-2 against the spread at home. It's open at 6.5 and hasn't budged an inch. I'll take the Hornets here. I think they get a nice double-digit win over the Rockets. The other one I like the under in the Bulls and the Atlanta Hawks. Atlanta Hawks got a list of guys out a mile long, and so I think scoring comes at a pretty. They're gonna be tough. They get over 200. This definitely got first to 100 written all over it. So I like the under in that one.
Okay, what about you, Brian?
Man, me and Rod are opposites today, but that's probably bad for me since Rod's been so consistently good. Rockets have lost 3 straight, but the Charlotte Hornets just 4-6 over their last 10 straight up. Both teams aren't dealing with too many COVID issues. Rockets just beat this team last month. Both teams put up about 289 points combined. Hornets have a very good have been very good on Monday night, but I think a scrappy Rockets team keeps it close. I think they're 3-7 against the spread last 10 games following a losing straight up against a team with losing straight up record. And Hornets are just 2-5 last 7 games following a win. So for me, I'm gonna take the Rockets plus the points, and I'm gonna go a little square here. I'm gonna take the Chicago Bulls laying the points that just are dealing with far less issues than the Atlanta Hawks are. I think the Bulls get a nice double-digit road win here against the Atlanta Hawks. Did we lose
Yeah, I think it sounded like she froze. We can still go. We're still live though, because it doesn't kick us off. Remember? So
all right, we're into the next time.
She comes back, remember? Because she said that it'll keep going. So it's just me and you, buddy.
All right, we can make it work.
Oh, she's moving. She's moving.
I'm moving. I was talking to you guys.
We were just about to move in and draw funny picture.
We were ready to carry on without you. Don't worry.
I couldn't even imagine what you two would do. Yeah. If I freeze, I'll end up removing myself and changing the frames here for you guys. If I freeze too long, but I'm gonna have to roll with Rod on this one. Sorry, Brian. I just can't trust the Rockets offensively on the road. They just have been struggling on the road to score. I've got to go with the Hornets at home. 8-0 against the spread in their last 8 home games versus this Rockets team 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 road games. I can't take a chance with them. I just won't. And then I think the Celtics come out, get a nice win over the Timberwolves. We saw the Celtics go 5-0 in their last 5 road games against this Timberwolves team. And it's the Timberwolves. I can't do it. For Mitch's behalf, I'm going to completely fade the Timberwolves here. Absolutely. Yeah. And, this Timberwolves 2-8 against the spread their last 10 games versus teams with winning road records of less than 400. So I can't do it. The Timberwolves just, I can't see them getting it.
VIP show, so
okay.
We'll have to wait for that one.
Okay. Well, stay tuned for the VIP. Okay. Let's move on to the second set, you guys. We have the Utah Jazz versus the San Antonio Spurs, Memphis Grizzlies versus the Phoenix Suns, Dallas Mavericks versus the Portland Trailblazers, and last but not least, Brooklyn Nets versus the LA Clippers. Who wants to go first? Anyone dying to talk this last set?
Yeah, I can go first. Why not? I'm going to take the Utah Jazz here, laying the points. Normally, I'd be all over the Spurs here at home, but I think Spurs have a ton of issues. Jazz, very talented team. I think they easily win this game by 10. I'm going to take I think the best free pick on the board here in the NBA for me is the Portland Trailblazers plus the 1.5. Both teams, I think, have 8 or 9 guys with COVID issues on both sides of the basketball. But Portland, never an easy place to play for a visiting team. And Dallas isn't like they're a road cover machine. So I'll take the 1.5 here with Portland. I think they win it outright. So those are my 2 in that time slot.
Nice. What about you, Rod?
I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to take the Spurs here plus the points. Donovan Mitchell out on Monday. He's not playing today. He's got a back issue, so he'll definitely won't be playing on that one. And you look, the Jazz are 0-5 ATS in their last 5 games overall. And they can't even cover themselves with a warm blanket. So right now, you look at the Spurs. Spurs 4-0 ATS on Monday. They love to come out and play. That's just too many points. Jazz 9-22-1 the last 32 meetings in San Antonio. Not a place the Jazz fared so well. So love the Spurs in that one. Take the Spurs. Nice points. That's probably the best free play on the board there in the NBA today. Take the Spurs plus the points.
Yeah, I can see it. I just think the Spurs are really riding in with momentum over that win over the Pistons, 144-109. Jazz are tricky, though. I'm going to look at this one at taking the over 230. I know the line's gone up by 1 point, but I really do see a higher scoring one in this. If the Spurs are going to keep it tight, I think it goes over. So I can see it. The over is 14-5 in the last 19 meetings between these two. The Jazz on the road trend to that over as well, going 4-1-1 in their last 6 road games. And the Spurs, as an underdog, are 4-1 in their last 5. To that over. So I can see it being a higher scoring one. And then I'm looking at a couple other games. The Mavericks and the Trailblazers. I think we're going to see a lower scoring game. There's just so many COVID issues and injuries with this with these two teams, as well as the Brooklyn Nets and the LA Clippers. I think we just see an under in those two as well. And then I really don't trust in the Clippers at home on no rest. So I think I'm going to have to get behind the Brooklyn Nets on that one as well.
Should be an interesting night.
Yeah,
interesting night of NBA action here. Yep, for sure.
Most definitely is. Not many games today. So I don't know. You guys struggling to get a parlay for us, or what are you guys thinking parlay-wise? Got any big parlays, 14 parlays? I'll be lucky if I get 2 for you guys. Actually, no, I have more than 2.
That means for me, I'm going to go with I'm going to parlay up what I thought was the best bet, the Portland Trailblazers on the plus the 1.5. I'm going to parlay that up with the Chicago Bulls laying the points. I think those are the 2 for me, my solid free picks.
Nice. How about yourself, Rod?
For me, take the under in the Bulls game and take the Spurs plus the points. Parlay those 2 up. 2-teamer today.
Yeah,
Spurs plus the points.
I'm liking the 2-teamer too. I think that's the best way to go with this. I'm going to take the Charlotte Hornets minus the points over the Rockets, and I'm going to take the Browns for the first half plus the points against Syracuse. So nice little 2-team basketball parlay for you guys.
The Brown Bears.
Brown Bears. Who doesn't like Brown Bears?
My son loves that book, Brown Bear, Brown Bear. Yeah, he likes bears.
I don't know if I've heard that one. Is it a Dr. Zeus?
No,
sounds
I
like
don't know
Dr.
who wrote
Zeus.
it, but that's a kid's book. That's a couple years ago. That's like one of your first books you read.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, it jumped off the board to me. Made me remember that.
I like it.
I like the Brown Bears.
There was a bear. There was a bear. There was a bear way over there. There was a bear way over there. Oh, over there.
You know, we're getting desperate when Rod's singing.
Well, we made it 33 minutes with 10 games on the board today, or 9? But we had 6 in basketball. 1 in college basketball, so 7, 8.
8 games.
8 games for 30 minutes. I think we did pretty good.
Live.
I predicted that. I said 30 minutes. We'll be at 30 minutes.
14-3.
Yeah. At least I can predict that pretty good.
Yeah.
So, you guys, big plans today? Anyone doing anything exciting?
My big excitement is probably headed out to the grocery store. And tonight I got fresh veal parm with some fresh noodles. So for me, I'm looking forward to that. I haven't had a good veal parmesan in a while.
Nice.
What about you, Rod? Anything
it's
exciting?
It's leftover. We're making Phillies, so you got to you take over the leftover prime rib and you shave it up nice and thin, and you fry the pan with some onions and peppers, some Swiss cheese on a nice bun. Oh, good day. good day to
fresh.
stay inside and watch movies because it's too cold. Minus 50 out there.
Gotta be fresh buns though,
Definitely, right? You got to make some homemade fresh buns.
because the bun makes the sandwich.
Oh, it absolutely does. Well, I have some leftover prime rib. I might have to try that. I've got capsicums and onions and well, sorry, you call them peppers. I call them capsicums. My kids eat them and they're called capsicums. They're the same thing. They think peppers are hot. I don't know why.
Those are the little peppers. It's funny, the smaller the pepper, the hotter it is.
I know.
Well, yeah, the ones that are like this big are the ones that
very, very
Tomorrow
true.
we should have more to talk about. We got bowl games and
we absolutely do.
Basketball, plenty. There's probably a pile of games tomorrow.
Yeah, so
maybe
make sure
NHL,
you guys.
who knows?
Yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed. Make sure you guys hit that like button. I can't see how many people have hit it. So hit that like, hit that subscribe so you don't miss out on anything. We're talking about a Puck and Crazy show today. Doubt it. There is a soccer show later today. That is at 4:30 Eastern. And then we have the drive-thru tonight. And Brian, what are you giving out on the drive-thru tonight?
Remember the drive-thru tonight? I'm doing the best pick one of the better picks on the board, a spread winner in tonight's Monday night football game. So you guys tune in, check it out. I'll be on. I think it's right up there with the premium pick. So make sure you check it out. Spread winner, Monday night football.
Awesome. And what time is the drive-thru again? 6 o'clock Eastern?
6 p.m. Yep.
Perfect. So guys, make sure you tune in. Join us back here tomorrow. We'll be back here at 11 a.m.-ish Eastern. I know it's sometimes a couple minutes later than that, but we will be here then. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. If you're looking for any of our best bets, head on over to pickdawgz.com. Look under that premium section. You guys have a great day. Thank you, Rod. Thank you, Brian. And let's make some money today.
Let's do it.
Bye, guys.